So what's happening in the real estate market? Real estate is shaky, it's crashing in some respects, it's sliding, prices are coming down, there's a ton of inventory there with high interest rates, there's not enough buyers. Well, all of that is true. It's just one big caveat, not in New Jersey. And this is interesting. This is something that we talked about potentially setting up more than a year ago, year and a half ago. And for us to really understand why this is happening, we first have to understand how the real estate market works, what really makes it go up or down. I'm going to work through this really quickly, but it's great insight as to what and how we can predict what the future of this particular market is going to present. So we measure the health of a real estate market and the real estate industry based on what's called the absorption rate. That is effectively how many months inventory are currently on the market. If nothing new comes on at the current rate of selling, how long would it take to sell off everything that's currently listed? And the break point is right around 5 months. Some would argue 6 months inventory, where it shifts from being a seller's market to a buyer's market. So think about it. A buyer's going out, they're searching for houses, and there's only 1 month inventory. There's not a lot of inventory out there. The seller has a lot of strength there. When we start to get to 5, 6 months, that tips in the other direction because the buyer has a lot more choices. And so we look at the rest of the country, we see the fact that that has moved well over that 6-month inventory mark. And so pricing is coming down. But in New Jersey, for the longest time, we were at like 1 month inventory in many towns. And historically, there's only a few towns in New Jersey that would play in that area. What's happened is actually a tremendous benefit as of late. Inventory has increased, which has brought this market to more of a balanced market in New Jersey. We're seeing more transactions happen. We're seeing buyers having more options when they're shopping. And interestingly enough, the monthly inventory number hasn't gotten high enough where we've seen any real sizable decreases in property value across the board. So New Jersey's been holding its own. In many towns right now, we're at 3 or 4 months inventory, some still in the 2 range, which just isn't high enough to affect pricing in a negative manner. So this is setting up to be one of the few win-win markets that exist in this country, to where the buyer can go out, have a few choices. They might end up in a bidding war with just, 2 or 3 other people, depending on the property. But the seller also doesn't have to give away the ship. We can arrive at a number that makes sense and give the opportunity to the buyer at a place that makes sense, setting New Jersey up to be right now, I believe, one of the best real estate markets in the nation. For more information on that, or to learn how to explore this market at a higher level, Omega Real Estate Group is always here to help. And as always, I'm Bill Boswell, here to help you navigate. Have a blessed day, everybody.